Alright, we have left the world of Kingdom Hearts and decided to go into the world of Norse mythology this time. And we are going into some God of War. Now, first time playing, so I have no idea what to expect. Okay, I'll take that back.
Well, that makes two of us.
I have played a little bit of God of War before. I'm talking very little to where you first fight the stranger. That's as far as I've gone. So outside of that, I have no idea. Um, so please don't say anything. Now I will say this: if I would want help or advice, I'll ask for it. Or if you think of things that may be helpful as you're watching with me, just put it as pro tip or something like that. So that way, it's given advice, and I'll say, hey guys, pro tip time, please. So that way, you guys know when I want it. Other than that, just be patient. It's first time for everything. And besides, first time playthroughs can be a lot of fun, or they can be really stressful, considering you don't know what you're going to walk into. So, without much further ado, let's get ourselves started and get ourselves going with this. So, I am not gonna go give me God of War, obviously, or give me a challenge. So let's go with the balance experience. I'm doing this for my own sake.
Yes, we're not hardcore people. Well,
Uh,
only on Kingdom Hearts.
you underestimate me. And please let us know how the audio is, if you can hear us, if you can't hear us, because that'll be greatly beneficial for everyone involved. Now, I do know a little bit about the lore to God of War. Um, Prior to moving to the Norse, or to the north, he was down in Greek and dealt with all of the Greek mythology. I believe in the first game he was actually tricked into killing his own wife. I don't remember which god it was, but eventually ended up with him seeking vengeance against Eris, the god of war.
Yes.
Oh, hey.
Well, hello there.
Hello there. Sorry I'm late. I slept in.
Hey, you pulled a me.
Uh, and you know I love my slumber. Yes, you are correct. So, a witch did trick Kratos into killing his family, and then she compounded their ashes to his skin, which is why he looks like he's a part of the Gray Man band. Quite interesting story.
Yeah, so. And then Santa Monica, during the PlayStation 5 reveal, and like, not so much reveal, but like all the different stuff, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, here's God of War Ragnarok. All they showed us was the symbol.
Wow. Not even a trailer?
No, they're just like God of War Ragnarok, and that was it.
So is the plan to use the log as a boat?
No, um,
Oh, I did not realize there's a boat right there.
he did tell us to get into the boat, boy.
Look, I had the video game audio on my earbuds down, so I can hear y'all.
It's just like, I don't know, like everything about God of War, I think it's really cool because, the mythos, whether it's Greek mythos, Norse mythos, it's really, they're all interesting. Now, the reason why I'm not saying so much about Roman mythos, Rome is just basically copy and paste to the Greek mythos. Can't tell me otherwise.
My question is, what is the little kid with us?
So, Kratos ended up remarrying somewhere along the way and ended up having a kid. And so, believe due to the events that took place in God of War 3, he relocated to the Norse. And
Okay.
so, we're going to find out here shortly um, that he's been in hiding.
Sure.
And so, all we know right now is that his wife is dead. I'm not sure what killed her.
I'm just having all the trouble with Discord.
Um, she is dead. That is her body there on the table. And
Super dead.
the initial motivation for the character, for Kratos, is to take her ashes to the highest mountain.
So we can yeet her off.
Yes, we're going to yeet her ashes off the highest mountain. That's the basic motivation of what Kratos started his journey.
Like, take your mom's ashes, yeet them off a mountain. That's what we do.
That's
I
what we
would. Uh,
that's what we're doing, boy.
oh yeah, I think I heard that the comic show is like, he says "boy" a lot.
Yes,
See,
yes,
the reason why is that Kratos fit, or well, as a dad, is in this role of he wants to help his son grow and evolve, but he also doesn't want to get too close to his son because he knows that he's made a lot of enemies in his life. And at any moment, someone can come down and be like, "It's over, Kratos. I have the high ground." And then his son will have to be without him too. Like this dynamic of I want to be close to you, but I don't want to be close to you because of the emotional fallout that can cause.
yeah.
Well, yeah, man, Chris has a pretty good beard.
Oh, he's got a nice beard.
He has a powerful beard given to him by the gods.
Well, he did slay a god to become a god.
Yeah.
I don't know if a god slay a god is justice for Kratos. And it's like, bring me your pantheon. I will slay it.
Yeah,
Y'all ain't gonna be acting yee for long.
my sister enjoys reading the. She's read through the Percy Jackson series a couple different times, and she just enjoys it. The way he did, Greek mythology and putting it in modern times was like phenomenal.
Well, that sounds cool. I only see the movies, haven't read the books.
Read the books, forget the movies.
Okay.
Usually
Trust.
the book's like a better adaptation because there's just more room.
Well, when the author himself is not happy with the movie, that's kind of a good indication not to. Oh, look, he gave his son the knife. He's like, this is yours now.
It's like, here, put this snow on your hand. Now wrap that. Now take this. Now, my boy. Stay with me now, boy. You must become
Boy.
a knife-wielding psycho killer. Come.
Well, the one thing I do know is that Atreus has a lot of, like, anger issues.
Indeed.
And I know that's shown early in the game. And so Kratos is like, you have to learn how to control your anger.
Kratos has been tasked with a great role in this game. Like heavy.
Babysitter?
No,
Well,
base.
no,
No,
no.
kind of. Okay, so he's like,
Father.
he's a father. I kind of like to, not to say so much like oh Mandalorian, but I feel like the Mandalorian kind of pulled from God of War and stuff like that. And same thing with Witcher. Granted, The Witcher is its own thing, but um,
Actually,
this tough father figure.
so let me tell you. So it's actually a writing thing, and it's not a tough father figure they're trying to emulate, but they're trying to emulate the late Western idea. So like when like you hear about westerns a lot of people think about the cowboys and the gunslinger.
Yeah,
But
that's
when
what I
you
was thinking
come
of.
to like, yeah, late Western movie like culture and writing is that you have this very grizzled, mangled kind of veteran who comes in, who like tries to solve the plot or the problems of like the town or the people, but they go about it in a very rough way.
Hmm. And
For
so
example,
keep
like
going.
so
Now,
like Kratos is like at this point in his life, like he's like trying to be the gunslinger for Atreus. He's like trying to show Atreus, the ropes, trying to show Atreus, how to like come into his own. But Kratos in himself is bringing like his own trauma, his own life before this, and everything that he's dealt with prior, and that he knows into like this relationship with his son. So his son's like, it's like, I'm trying to hunt, I'm trying to be cool like you, Dad. And his dad's like, don't be like me, be better. Don't kill your family, do
don't
better.
don't fall into the trap that I fell into.
Don't do the God's bidding, do better.
Don't roll low on your perception checks.
Do better.
Sorry, I'm just thinking. I've just been listening to a lot of NADPOD and just thinking back onto our previous session, which I'm still working on. So I'm gonna see if I can do some editing.
Ooh. One of the wildest things to me about this game is that how he opens chests. Like normally every other character they just like flip the lid. This man's like, nah, let me just punch through the lid of this chest.
Yeah, it's just like everything. Like yeah, and honestly, for like God of War, like especially this one, like a great way to like reintroduce the series for like a bunch of newer players. But it also worked really well for Mandalorian because that's something my dad liked about the Mandalorian. He's like, in a sense, it's like a Western Star Wars.
Yeah, I yeah, I don't know if like a lot of people like get that, like just looking at the Mandalorian, but it is indeed themed off of like a space western.
And that's another reason why he enjoyed the few episodes he watched of Firefly. Why I enjoyed Firefly because he got the exact same things. Like, it's a space western. I like it.
I swear, like I used to be like a huge western fan, like growing up. I always loved the idea of like the gunslinger coming into town, solving everyone's problems or really bad, and then disappearing into the sunset. It always like resonated so hard for me.
Ooh, somewhere to
Like I just
go.
really love the idea of like, a hero showing up, doing
Mhm.
everything that needs to be done, and then just It's been so long since I've played this game.
So the one
Dang.
thing, like, I think it's really cool that like he can throw his axe. I'm just thinking back to when I played a Marvel's Avengers, the video game.
Mhm.
It's just
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh yeah, like Thor.
yeah,
Gee.
I love how Kratos like got mad and then like calmed down. Oh look, he told Atreus to be better. Don't be sorry. Be better.
This is like a very crucial. I didn't realize it like going in how crucial this moment is. Like in their relationship because like this is the moment that like Kratos identifies Atreus's lack thereof of restraint and control.
Yeah,
That when Atreus immediately saw the target in front of him, instead of like looking for a clear opening or making sure he could like land the shot, he immediately threw all caution to the wind.
yeah,
And I can see how that like scares him knowing. Yeah, like knowing what I know now about the game, I can see how that's like so scary to him. It's like with all like this power and these gifts that you will inherit one day, my boy. You can't just be, oh well, I'ma kill it. You
yeah.
gotta be,
You can't have like a bull shark mentality.
yeah. You gotta make
Yeah.
sure you land your shots. You gotta make sure you're clever, calculated, ready. One day you will, Trey.
Okay, this might be me being slow-minded, but when did you get a shield?
Oh no, yeah. You just start with the shield.
Oh.
One of those very welcoming things in the game. Because the shield only gets better as you go, and it's pretty solid.
Yeah, well, that's the one thing I like about games where like your starting equipment evolves with you.
Most definitely. I hate when, oh God, I hate when like you get like these like interesting pieces of gear or equipment when you start out, and like, okay, well, we're just gonna completely replace it later on. And it's like, but we could upgrade it. And it's like, nah, we ain't got time for that. We're just gonna replace it all together.
Yeah, that's the one thing I like about Fallen Order, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, is the simple fact like you grow with the lightsaber, like you grow with Cal Kestis.
You right?
Just
Actually,
Actually, I just think I never played a game that like has an upgrade system with your weapon. Oh yeah, I guess Monster Hunters count.
well, Monster Hunter is like it does have an upgrade system, but like basically you're replacing your weapon with a different weapon. But
Oh.
mhm.
when it comes to like Jedi Fallen Order, basically, and it's also like a representation of Cal's status throughout the game. Cal is this like broken Jedi after the Jedi Purge, and a reflection of that is his lightsaber, where it's like a dual hilted lightsaber, and half of it does not work when you initially start the game. And like the lightsaber is kind of like the marker of his like mental and emotional progress as you make your way through the game.
And also his
As like
force abilities as well.
yes, as
Hmm.
he's like coming to terms with what's happening, accepting the death of his master, like moving on, he's like coming to understand himself and what he has to do. He slowly restores his powers, he slowly fixes the lightsaber. And then once it's fully restored, he's like, yeah, but this lightsaber isn't the sign of me being a Jedi. It is just like a tool for me to use.
Ooh, that you also get to see his like development with the force as he learns to reconnect with it and not
Yeah.
shun it out. Like to me that was the thing I like about Fallen Order. Okay, yeah, you can't skip the cutscenes, but that's besides the point. Is
Very hero's journey, which like
it's a hero's journey, and you get to see Cal grow, and like you can tell like based on how he does his abilities. When he force pushes or pulls, like you can tell he's not like as refined as like an Obi-Wan or an Anakin was, or even Ahsoka was. You know,
yeah,
he's
there is
kind of,
like a roughness to like his style of fighting.
yeah, which to me is kind of refreshing to see.
I think like one of my favorite things is like when you run out of like the force gauge and you go to use your force powers, Cal like actually like he'll raise his hand like he's yeah, like he's doing the force ability and
Hmm.
then like stop and actively like look at his hand. I feel like that's like such like a defining kind of like characteristic of him, even though I'm sure it like never happens in like cutscenes or whatever. But it's like I feel like that's like such a oh it didn't work kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. I used to think these were so cool until they got annoying.
the puzzles.
Yeah, these I thought were like pretty interesting. I was like, oh man, you have to take out the individual rooms to get the chest open. That's pretty cool. And then like some of them get to the point where it's like Jesus Christ, it's like three of these like scattered across an entire area, and it's like, man, I haven't even seen a one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess I don't have any skill points or anything like that just yet, which is a-okay.
And you will know what it's like to skill point. I love how even God of War knew.
Mhm.
Yeah, because like I'm one of those players where like depends on like the mood I'm in. Like I'll rush through, but also like taking my time.
Players love different outfits.
Uh huh. Because I've also learned, like, I found this interesting. So my roommate back in college, John, when he picked up Fallen Order, he's like, "Oh, this is kind of like Dark Souls. If I'm having a hard time with it, I'm just gonna go back and level grind." I'm like, that's not how this game works. Everything's based on your skills.
You can skill point grind, but even that's like, not a permanent fix.
No.
Because like once you run out of skills, it's like, oh well, now you're just stuck with skill points,
Hmm.
which I find so annoying because I have like four of them since I bought everything, and I'm like, can I do something with these?
Yeah. So right there, Atreus
No,
asked, "Can I have my bow back?" And Kratos was like, "No." "Can you make the shot?" It's like,
he's
"No." "Okay, then you're not getting the bow back."
telling you, man. He's like Atreus. You gotta think, boy. You gotta be able to end your enemies before you take an attack.
Dang,
Yeah,
you sure like throwing that axe.
Well,
it's
sometimes
very satisfying.
rushing in isn't always the better option.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Throwing
then
the
there goes my
Leviathan.
fighting style.
Yeah, yeah. Throwing the Leviathan axe is a very, very valid way to start combat.
Yeah, because like the thing is like depending on what's going on. There we go. Yeah. What do you expect? I mean, just because I can't read doesn't mean I'm not clever.
He can no longer use it. We can.
Love how Trace is trying to be like, but mom says that we should only have to kill when we have to or when we need to eat. They're trying to kill us. But Dad, they were just hungry. It was us or them. But they just wanted food. you want to live.
Yeah, it's pretty much like fight to survive.
Yeah. Because that's something I've learned about a lot with like the various games is that it's not always about your level. Sometimes it's about the skill that you have, or how will you understand mechanics
Mm-hmm.
of everything. It's definitely going to be interesting to see this entire game play out, and also kind of diving deeper, because I do know there's a couple boss fights that's in this game. I do know there's a giant serpent, and I don't know if the serpent helps us out or if he's enemy. I frankly don't care. There's a giant snake. And I can't help but think about the giant snake back in Sekiro. Well, there's two of them.
Over here.
Oh look! It's Skull and Hati, the giant wolves who chase the sun and moon. Where did they come from? How did they get up there?
Cotton Eye Joe.
What's happening there? Yeah. They eat the sun and moon, and then everybody fights?
War of the Myth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. A lot of the Norse mythology revolves around Ymir and the giants
Yeah.
and what they did. Which also interesting for those anime lovers. Attack on Titans borrow from Norse mythology, because the first Titan in Attack on Titan is Ymir.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, the first Titan Attack on Titans was Ymir, and the first giant in Norse mythology is also named Ymir.
Actually, stopped watching Attack on Titan after season 1, so I'm way far behind.
Yeah, it's something that's revealed season 3, I want to say. It's one of those things where you learned, basically like season 3 is a lot of lore dump where you learn about how Titan shifters came to be. You actually learn a lot more about Aaron's past and more importantly, about his dad.
Wait for my mark. Relax. Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Steady your aim and breathe in.
I got it!
Good.
I love the innocent child excitement of like, I got it, Dad. See that? See that? I did it. I did it, Dad. Look, I did it.
It's still alive.
I gotta feel bad for the deer because it's a good-looking deer.
The antler. It's the antlers.
Well, it's
It's
not
the
just
magic
antlers; it's
reindeer.
antlers and eyes.
That's what you started.
Look at me like, bro, why you shoot me? Like, come on, boy. Give him that stabby stab.
This, this would be me in hunting scenario. I probably would not do it.
Not everyone has has the ability to take a life. The sad thing about this situation with Atreus is that Atreus has to take a life because, yeah, because Atreus lives in a world where he can't just live calmly by not taking lives and killing, because people are gonna try him because he's Kratos' son.
Yep, Butter Biscuit. It's the dad of war and his son boy.
Yep, gotta murder or you're gonna get murdered, son. That's just how it rolls. That's how we do it here.
There's my dinner! Why would you take my dinner, you jerk? That's my dinner!
Dang.
These small moments. No, the boy. No, the deer.
Oh dang, that's a giant rock.
Bruh, man, this ogre look like, yo, fam, let me get some of that dinner. You ain't eating this, right? If you notice, he kind of just pulls it out of the earth. He's like, nice rock. Mind if I take that too?
Yeah, my thing is, has this ever even learned about sharing?
Sharing? What's that?
The trade.
It's when you, like, pretty much, you know what? Yeah, good point.
Atreus, you don't share anything with your enemy. That is all. Me and the homie, you can share. With everyone else, no. You cut them. They're doing pretty well.
What can I say? I played a lot of Dark Souls.
Yeah,
Dive, roll, axe throw, dive, roll,
which is
axe
why I think that Code Vein was probably a good fit game for you, because it's kind of like Dark Souls, kind of.
I wish I knew how to heal.
Oh, you can't like auto heal until yeah. You can't like self
Oh,
heal.
there it is. There it is. Yeah, no, there's the healing item right there. That's what I needed. Fire away, Atreus.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get healing abilities later on, or like things that heal you when you do them.
Aim for the knees.
Don't say you're ready and they get hit.
Bounce. No, aim for space. You'll do more damage. You think this guy has some weak knees or something? Nah.
Alright, where's the healing stone at, boy?
That's how you usually take down a giant, is you aim for the knees, and they just fall
Nah,
down.
man. David and Goliath. Aim for the head.
Use a stone and hit the head.
Yeah. What did Thanos tell Thor? You should have aimed for
For
the
the
head.
head, yes. Exactly.
Yeah, Dakota, you gotta aim for the head.
Come
You gotta
on.
cut off a head.
Well, at least now we know, like, who would probably die first in Attack on Titans. Probably me.
Yeah, because you gotta aim for the nape.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You gotta go for the nape of the neck. You gotta go for the head.
You just see me aiming for the legs, and y'all gonna just aim for the nape. Well, look at me like, what's this guy doing?
I mean, there's been a couple of scenes where like people have like downed them by like cutting on their ankles. But they just regen too quickly for like, you know, that to be like a valid strat for just completely disabling.
Yeah. That's the first thing they teach every person in the military.
They teach them to finish them.
To go for the nape.
Mm-hmm.
Finish them is brought to you by Butterbridge.
Look at my face. Calm down.
Atreus is like, yeah. I'm getting him, Dad. I'm getting him. Atreus, please. I'm getting him. Atreus. You're too mad, boy. You're too angry, boy. Calm down, boy.
I need you to
hey, Dad.
breathe.
What's up?
I proved myself.
Hey, Dad. What's up?
How am I not ready?
Hey, Dad. I'm really tired. Can you let me fall?
I haven't been sick in a long time. I can do this.
Not ready.
But Dad, I'm not sick. I can do it. Boy, I said you were not ready.
I'm not ready. Well, Father, I'm not sick. Look, Father, I'm well.
Kill 3 trolls. yes.
Wait.
Yeah,
Uh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I guess you did do that.
Oh, there's an objective of killing 3 trolls. I like honestly.
Oh, just got a text from y'all thing that said like, surprise, I pulled up blue. Which pulling blue is pretty much sleeping like during like until it's midstream.
Yeah, sleeping until like the
ah,
halfway mark.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
morning.
Yeah, for now that's gonna be a thing now. Is pulling a blue.
You're not alone. I slept till like 9 minutes into the stream. Then I saw like the notification. I was like, oh, the stream's going. Oh, the stream's going.
The stream is going.
Ah, Jesus.
So how did you sleep? Did you sleep well?
Pretty well, man. Pretty well. I probably sound half dead. This is now my morning voice.
Hmm. Well, that's
You
how I always
know?
sound on stream every single time.
That's the
That is
waking
true.
up. That's your waking up voice.
Yeah.
You sound really chill, like really relaxed, honestly.
Hey,
Yeah, Sid still wants me.
yellow can be really relaxed. It's just sometimes I just know how to grind her nerves, just slightly.
Did you
Uh,
remember to push the square button? I'm just kidding. It doesn't apply here.
Square allows me to have Atreus shoot his arrows, so yes.
Oh, there you go.
In this game, it's L1 to block.
Nice. Ooh.
in this game,
Well,
it's
now
the
I get to
Atreus
yell at
button.
you for not pushing L1.
I nearly died at
Oh.
the first fight. It was great. You should have seen it.
Oof. I saw
Dude.
about part of it. It took me a second because I was like, I'm not just gonna jump in and sound like I'm eating gravel.
Were you eating gravel?
Yes.
That
I,
stuff's nasty.
Yeah, you gotta eat dirt.
but
That's
my
the
mud
good
pie.
stuff.
No, no,
Dirt
don't
is the
listen
good
to him.
stuff.
Oh, in that case, I joined the wrong group.
All kids have eaten dirt at some point in their life. There is no exception.
I've eaten
Yes.
grass, but not dirt.
Some
Very good,
some
very
kids will
good.
eat the dirt because they have iron deficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
So I don't remember what that blue enemy's called, but I just basically just punched him to death. It was great.
I just call them like crosswalkers.
Oh, the White Walkers. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so I was having internet difficulties when you were like talking about it earlier. But when you were like, yeah, I heard some bosses in this game are really hard. And I was like just thinking of the Valkyries and my PTSD was triggering. And I just heard the word Vala in the distance and I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's right. Valkyries are Norse mythology. I do love the fact, like how in Thor Ragnarok, Thor's like, I want to be part of the Valkyrie. Then I learned it was all females only. Bummer.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to open those doors later. And Butter Bisquick says Atreus will become really useful later on. Man, Atreus goes from being like, I'll shoot arrows at him, to being like, prepare to die, peasant.
Yes. No, that's the thing that I like, as we discussed earlier. Like when your character, everything with your character upgrades with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's just like such a power trip when going from I was weak to I slay dragons with my bare hands. Time for the first big boss fight? I think it's time for the first big boss fight.
This
Is
is
it?
the stranger. Yes. This is. I played
Okay.
about this far and a little further originally, so that's why I'm familiar with some of this stuff here. Now, me and my brother get a little curious, and we looked up who the stranger is. Now, for the sake of Blue Blader, I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, because because I feel like it's gonna be a really cool reveal, and I want to see how it plays out. That's the thing. Sometimes I know stuff, but just because I know, it's like, oh, it's spoiled. I'm not gonna play it. I'm like, okay, how does that become a thing? How does this play out? How and why is that such a big deal? You
Yeah.
know,
Sometimes. Oh God, it's just
because
so much annoying.
Yellow can attest. Our friend John, he hates spoilers because he'll like hype himself up way too much, and then he'll be disappointed. And so he hates any watching excuse me, any form of trailers or anything because he doesn't want potential spoilers. And if he gets spoiled about something, all motivations to play the story gone. Yet he doesn't have much issues on almost revealing or talking about the story itself.
There's like for some things I want to go in completely blind. Like games that I really love, I'll like be like, nobody say anything about it or I will get you. It's like I want the full experience. And then there's somewhere it's like, I could care less. You could tell me the entire plot. And I'll still probably play it later on.
Come on then.
Yeah,
Like for Fallen Order, I like love the game so much that I had to watch someone like play through it initially because like I couldn't buy it at the time. But I still like went and played it myself
yeah,
when I had the opportunity.
That was with me and the Amazing Spider-Man.
Me with Kingdom Hearts.
Again.
Boy, punch these hands. Put your stop that.
now I do feel like a Trey's sickness will play into effect later because you don't mention a good writer won't just mention something and then just like have it disappear.
Yes, Chekhov's gun. My favorite
Chekhov's
thing.
gun.
Well,
Chekhov's gun.
a good writer, when they put the gun on the wall, they don't put it on the wall just to put it on the wall. That gun's there because it's going to be used somewhere later. It may be in Act 1, it might be in Act 13, but someone's going to use that gun. I love it. And you are right. Atreus' sickness is so much foreshadowing, and I just love it. Because I
Yeah.
didn't notice it the first time I played through the game.
Well, I so part of it is my dad's done a lot of writing, and yes, Yellow's done a lot of writing, but my dad is a little more vocal about writing what he's noticed and that. And so sometimes we're watching a movie. I was watching Incredibles 2, and I figured out who the villain was before the villain reveal, and I'm like, that was lame writing.
When
Like,
it comes to like the villain for Incredible 2, she's a good villain, but her motivation is just weird.
it's weak.
Yeah, it is pretty weak because it's like you're going to a lot of extremes for something that like could have been achieved like some other way. You didn't have to be a villain for this. All this to say like, hey, how you doing?
Okay, I just love
I
this
have
first scene right here with the stranger. On like how he's so like, oh, you're supposed to be enlightened and being so sarcastic, and that I just love like who they got
he's
to
like,
voice
hey, how
him.
you doing? So let's do two things. One, first viewing, two, says.
You know, the stranger gives me the like random dude who's like a meth head vibe who just comes up and
Yeah,
starts fights with big guys.
yeah, yeah.
Don't start fights with meth
God,
heads though, guys.
this
They
scene is like, he definitely is the wild meth head.
Yeah, yeah, he's basically
Sadly.
he's basically the attic.
He's basically the addict because, like,
yeah,
oh god,
or maybe it's crackhead. I don't remember, but it's one of the two. I don't. I just remembered this one image of this police officer basically going 2-on-1 with like two crackheads and like kind of winning. and it was absolutely insane.
Did you guys see what Biscuit posted?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
reading it, and it's actually pretty. Yeah, it's deeply insightful.
It's pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did watch my brother do this fight, and he's like, I'm going to punch you with my fist and just brawl this out.
That
Look,
might be a rough one there, buddy. I don't know if I want to fist this.
No, I got.
is that a challenge? Is that a challenge? Do I hear a challenge?
Wait.
Is this a challenge?
You know,
do I hear this as a challenge of don't fist fight him? I will match my fist with his fist.
Well, well,
Here,
you don't have to.
challenges. Apparently,
Here,
you
wait,
still
you don't have
challenge.
to. You don't have to fist him.
Do it. I do it. I challenge you.
I mean, I've already gone through two health bars with just the fist.
But if Bisquick says, "Hey, it's gentleman rules. I won't use weapons until you."
Exactly, you
He's
get it.
not wrong.
Biscuit gets it.
The only weapon this homie has is his feet and his fist. Can you imagine rolling up on a stranger? Oh, I heard you were wilding out here. Oh, Jesus! I'm getting punched in the backyard.
This is basically just two really drunk uncles beating each other up in the backyard at the family barbecue.
Can you imagine being a terrorist inside? Your father's like, get out of the house, boy. And then outside you just hear, whop, 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 whop. Whop. Did something just happen to the ceiling?
I'm well aware that this fight has like another phase to it, so like I know it's going to like increase in difficulty here in just a moment, but still.
Trying to think who the stranger reminds me of. Oh yeah.
I just love how they did the cinematics for this fight.
Indeed.
Wait, hold on, does user tree count as a weapon?
Say what?
Back
Actually, as a DM, I would classify a tree as a miscellaneous weapon. Because I don't think one can be proficient in using trees as a weapon.
Not unless you have like, I don't know, a 20 in strength and then some.
Yeah, there are actually like abilities that allow you. That's right, Butterbisquick. 1d8 bludgeoning. But there are skills that allow you to use miscellaneous weapons as a weapon. One being called Bar Fighter.
Oh yeah. Was it like someone for barbarians or monks?
No, anyone can anyone can pick up the Bar Fighter feat. It basically just gives you a bonus when you use miscellaneous weapons.
Oh.
Because like you know how like wacky people get sometimes in campaigns, they'll be like, I want to use this tree as a weapon. Go for it. I want to use this bar stool.
Okay, I love
Alright,
how
knock yourself out there,
when you go in rage and you do R2, I feel like I'm a striker titan.
Woo!
When you do your heavy attack.
Yeah, this is basically
Press down.
this is basically the battle of fire and ice.
Battle of Shax versus Vuvuzela.
I haven't touched Destiny in 2 or 3 days. Man, I miss it already. I miss the breath of that.
Yeah, I need to get Hawkmoon and Lament before the season's done.
Oh my gosh, they released the
Catalyst for it, I
So-
saw.
yes, but you have to do like a strike to get it, and the level of the strike is 1270.
Oh, crap, I'm not there.
Yeah, it is like you don't have to be 1270 to do it, but I at least recommend 1250 with a full fire team. It is rough. I haven't even done it alone yet. I have to get help.
There's no way I can be able to do it.
You also have to have the season pass for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only $10 though. But there's not really much of a point in getting it now since there's 19 days left in the season. Or well, 18, I think, or 17. I'm so excited for next season since we're getting, I think we're getting Vault of Glass
We
and then Transmog.
should be.
So excited to be able to like customize my outfit my way.
Am I done with the fight now? I believe so, or if I got one more phase, I don't remember.
No, this should be the end of the fight. Yeah, this is the end of the fight.
Boom! And I did it with my fist. Challenge completed.
Oh my god. On the first try too. Look at you. I have no words on it.
he is. Kratos.
Excuse me while I go acquire some more words.
Meanwhile, Yellow is not surprised.
Travis is like, boy, I'm
If
tired
he's seen something
myself.
before, he can do a lot better with stuff. That's great English, but you know what I mean. If he's seen it before, he can deal with the shenanigans.
You know, I feel like yeah, I feel that Hero and Yellow's dynamic is like, Hero is like this train boxer, and Yellow is like the coach in his corner, and like Hero's like just sitting down, and like Yellow just like put the towel around his shoulder, give it to the water bottle. You did good, champ. You did good.
In the case of Kingdom Hearts,
Yes.
yes.
I don't know. I mean, it seems pretty. Yeah, it seems pretty true for like all gaming in general when you're around. It's like,
Yeah.
Hero, did you remember to block? Gotta block. Keep that shield up. Keep your morale high.
Yeah, sometimes he gets very caught up in the moment and is like,
That's why if
And-
you watch the last
Yeah.
45 minutes from the like the second part 2 of last week, I told myself to breathe and calm down and don't get cocky.
yep.
Hero, man.
Doc Yellow!
Doc.
You're so right.
Thank you, Butterbeans. Quick, this is the image I needed in my mind. He's like, you feel those toes yet? These toes cause natural disasters.
Put your axe away.
Yeah, back to fist fighting.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Fist Fight.
Why?
I really thought this fight was over.
I have no
Because
idea. I guess
He's about to roll around at the speed of sound on us.
it could be like an ability that I have. Like every time he stands on snow, he moves fast.
Well, I believe he
No,
said
no.
during the sequence that his father is Odin.
So what it is that the thing that you guys are forgetting that is very important here is that the stranger is clearly the monk class.
Yes, he's the monk with the jump ability of the Dragoon from Final Fantasy.
Like, oh no, it's like totally possible to reach this like level of mobility in like D&D with just the monk class.
So you're saying this might be Rich at level 20?
Yes, prepare yourselves. Monks get ridiculously powerful in the later levels because they have so high movement speed. Because I think they can get to like up to 40 movement speed a turn, but like just using key points. And then there's other feats that allow them to increase that.
Okay, now I'm terrified of Rich.
Well, you know, you have time.
Isn't there an ability in D&D where monks can basically run on water?
I wouldn't put it past.
I just remembered a discussion that drove somebody nuts where someone had the idea of monks running not only up a waterfall but also running up rain.
I mean, I know, I know if I didn't fist fight him all the way through this fight, it would have been a lot faster with the Leviathan. But gentlemen's rules.
Hmm. I mean, like when someone calls fisticuff, it's fisticuffs.
Exactly.
That is true. That is true.
Poor Kratos with the stat for debuff from being neutral good.
At least I got my rage back up.
That's right, hero. You gotta be the god of the punch.
And I gotta finish him like a striker titan, right? Oh, he knocked.
Yeah.
Oh, cutscene. Nope. Guess not. He knocked me out of it. Okay, good to know.
He's striker titan to the last time, boy. It's over now.
Cool. I actually did it.
You did it. I'm proud of you.
Cheers.
If you want, you can
Oh,
have a cookie. It'll be a digital cookie
Yep.
and flavorless.
Yes. So butter biscuit. We're hoping to have out within this next week our first episode of a new series that we're gonna be doing. So we're hoping that it turns out. So we just ask everyone to be patient with us as we figure things out as we keep going.
Yep. We're working with a lot of copyright laws and such, so we can't disclose what our new IP is going to be yet. But we will say that it's gonna knock your socks off. Unless you're not wearing it. Then it's gonna knock your feet off.
No.
Okay, it may not initially, but it's going to get there. I'm gonna believe in you, Blue. Okay.
What? I told you it's knock your feet off capacity now. Later on, then we're gonna be knocking your pants off.
As long as you don't knock
Too
off
hard.
butts, right?
Yeah,
No
then we're gonna
bras,
knock your
otherwise
butt
you're gonna
off.
lose 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Penguin's gonna keep hyping this up.
Okay.
Wear your clothes, cause we're coming for you.
Just remember, Biscuit, if you're disappointed, you can blame Penguin.
Yes. Also, at the end,
I never saw
I'm for sure at the end of this, Penguin's going to get demonetized.
demonetized. YouTube can't take me.
That reminds me. Yo, I don't think we're ever going to finish up our Detroit dub that we started on our other channel, Demonetized Fan Dub.
Oh yeah.
You guys have
Good times.
a Detroit dub going?
We did a Kingdom Hearts 1 dub. Take a look at it.
Oh my god! Send me the link later.
It's one of the times where okay, it's not one of the times where I swear. I was
No,
gonna say Detroit is the one. times.
Detroit is the one time that you'll hear me use a certain four-letter word.
Oh my god! I have to hear this now.
Oh, what's
I've lived my entire life without this, and I can't live a second longer.
so? All I will say is that we had some discussion beforehand, and then when that scene happened, like everyone in the group, so it was me, Yellow, and two other friends, Will and Colin, and they didn't even realize that I said it. Like it phased, like no one bat an eye, like or anything. They're just like they just rolled with the scene, and it wasn't until we got done with the scene they're like, "Here, you actually said it." It's like, uh-huh. Because like my biggest thing in Yellow attached to it, I didn't sound like this like middle schooler, high schooler trying to sound cool using the words, and that I actually used it like properly, where I sounded like a mature person sounding using it without sounding like a middle schooler, high schooler student.
It's gonna be a
Wow.
long trip.
Yes, but
Sorry, I started scrolling on Twitter and people were just. I was just, yeah.
It's okay.
Gosh.
I
I
have
love
the
when
attention
people edit
span.
things.
Oh yeah,
I know, right? Oh,
it's gonna be a bit before I get abilities.
it is gonna be a bit before
Oh,
I
there.
mean you're gonna get them like not long after this section, but basically once you like yeah, once you start really like just world jumping or well, I'd
Not
say area jumping.
more when I can when more or less when yeah, okay, so I could okay.
When you start like moving from area to area, that's when you're gonna start getting a lot of items and like abilities that are gonna like really make your playstyle your own. It's still you're kind of in this like tutorial, not tutorial phase right now.
It every beginning sequence of every game in a sense is basically the most hand holding that they do. Unless of course it's a Dark Souls from software game. Then what hand holding?
Oh yeah.
Basically read these
Oh yeah, most definitely.
read these messages on the ground. This is how you roll. This is how you attack. This is how you block. This
It's
is
like, hey, you know this first boss? He's your training wheels. Good luck.
oh so
It's basically like the guy who's like, I don't know how to swim. How old are you? 6? Throws him in the water.
basically that's from software.
From Software is just Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z. He's like, if you want to learn, you gotta
You
we
know,
gotta throw you at death.
okay, legit question. Did Gohan ever learn how to dodge?
You know, he did. He did. In the
Yes.
Cell arc, he dodges. In Piccolo is out.
Because I know that was kind of the running joke in DBZ Abridged is
Yes.
dodge.
There's like a scene where Cell is firing like a volley of like kind of like death beams, and like Gohan's dodging it, and Piccolo's just like, oh my god, so proud.
So I know
Piccolo is so proud of his adopted son because let's face it, Goku sucks at parenting.
Goku.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
Go.
Goku can't parrot because he's dead 90% of the time. Let's be honest.
Well, okay, there's that, and then I was just thinking back to Guardians of the Galaxy. It's Volume 2. He may have been your dad, but he wasn't your
But he
father.
wasn't. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. I was like, wait, is Hero trying to call the axe? Where is the axe? And then it's like, oh, it's his on back. But trade. Yeet.
Yeah,
Yes, I yeet my son. Don't you yeet your son?
that's right. I have to
Kratos.
do this.
Think you can lower it from there?
Whoa.
Made it!
Drop the chain, boy.
And if you don't love me now, then you'll never love me again. I can feel the way. Something. If you'll never break the chain. Boy, I said break that chain. Drop the chain, boy.
Drop it.
Boy.
Drop it.
By the way, you can throw. Okay, there you go. I was gonna say you can throw the axe while you're holding like those like kind of wheels.
Yeah, I figured that out earlier in the game. And then I
Yeah,
was,
yeah. Bisquick just quoted it. He may have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your dad. Yondu, 2017.
Rest in peace, Yondu. He would have destroyed Thanos.
Yeah.
He
I
would have
did-
just whistled sent Thanos off the scene.
he was too powerful to be kept alive.
That's pretty much what happened. Like a good chunk of the deaths happened in like so that way the storyline that they ended up with could happen.
Yep.
What is? Worshipping the gods?
Trying to think, what else was really wild about Endgame? You know, I thought it was so cool. Like, I thought anime Hawkeye was cool, you know, running around killing people with a sword.
Oh,
Kind of ashamed that like,
when he became Ronin,
yeah,
basically.
yeah, kind of ashamed that he did that he stopped using the sword.
Yeah, that would have done some help. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, Barton.
There's a
Yeah.
whole scene where he's running with the Infinity Gauntlet from like the aliens, and it's like, you know, bro, if you kept that sword, you could
If
have.
he just went all anime on everybody, it would have been pretty rad.
Because you know,
Yeah, yeah, you could have been Weeb Slash
because when you have the power of God and anime on your side, you will always win.
and the Avengers.
Okay, cool. I don't think I missed anything.
Yeah, he really is a
Yeah,
ranger.
really is a ranger. Yeah, he should have stuck with. Yeah, he should have stuck with his fighter samurai class instead.
Totally.
Not all ranger class subclasses are good. Sadly, they're not all made equal. I did find out the most broken combination with ranger though. So apparently, Swarm Ranger can summon like creatures that are like small or medium size
Mhm.
to like aid them. And one of the wild things is that a creature that is small or medium size that you wouldn't think of is a Velociraptor.
Hmm.
So a Swarm Ranger can summon a swarm of Velociraptors. Food for thought. Thought for food.
Hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Now, one thing, talking about Rangers, this and that. So, past month I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 with my sister, my brother, and so my brother decided, hey, I'm gonna be Bard, and not to diss on all the Bard lovers out there, he just had a hard time getting into the Bard because he's like, I don't have the damage. I buff everyone, but I don't have the damage output as a DPS. When you compare him to like other ranged physical or other physical or magical DPS classes, it doesn't match up. Like the output's just not there.
Well,
Because,
that's understandable.
like the biggest thing though with the Bard, you're supposed to give everyone buffs, but your buffs like at most is like a total of like maybe 4% when you have the buffs going, but you only have like one or two buffs going on at one time where it's like a 1% or 3% buff that's happening of overall
Mhm.
damage output, and you're like, you can try to justify it's like, oh, that's gonna be a lot. Yeah, no, not at the same time. Not when you can have like an astrologian that gives everyone a huge um damage output. Like Black Mage is also another good like DPS class. The biggest drawback though to the Black Mage is that you have to sit through a 2 second cast time. And that's great
Ew.
as long as the tank isn't running through everything.
I can see how that like, yeah, that time leaves you open. Ooh. It's like, I shall cast my spell, enemy. Oh, it seems that you are
Dang.
vulnerable, are you?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Hack them up. Kill them. Do it in front of your tiny infant child. Or well, I say infant. Like he's not like, I guess like 11 or 12.
I would say he's like around 9, 10.
Really, I really has to over.
Love how you did that quick turn and the only thing that was back there was the trays. Like,
Yes.
what's up, Dad? You good,
Hello there.
father?
The orange stuff coming off them, either it's lava, but honestly, you know what I think it looks like?
Kool-Aid.
Mashed sweet potatoes.
Oh,
I think
I was
it's
gonna say
amber.
pumpkins.
Because
Oh,
these are like,
pumpkins.
Smashing
That's a good
pumpkin.
one too.
yeah, yeah. All right. So I thought it was amber, but we're replacing amber with pumpkin.
We
But
got
they've had too many
pumpkins.
pumpkins.
We got sweet potatoes.
We got ourselves sweet taters over here. They've been eating
got
way too
Kool-Aid.
much. They've been eating too much sweet taters and that they it's their blood now. They bleed sweet taters. See? The whole thing that you are what you eat is really true, guys. You see that? Look at all that sweet
Wait,
We're
taters.
What I
tired of
think
eating
Fireball
sweet
tastes like.
taters.
Wait,
Uh,
We
so you're
want some
saying,
God of War.
Nope,
so you're
nope.
saying that me eating chicken is making me a chicken?
Yes, because you are what you eat. Come on.
If you want to help, distract them. Whoever is not
You've had too much
That
chicken,
reminds me.
Dakota. You're
Got a
now
good point.
clucking.
Oh my god.
Now, did I ever? I mean, I think Yellow may know the answer to this question, but why did the chicken cross the road?
It's a depressing joke that nobody realizes is a sad joke. Nobody knows that they mean to get to the other side.
Because
The knowing.
I've heard someone say, it's like, what does the chicken cross the road? And it's to escape being fried.
the version
That's
I
a good one.
the version
Oh
I
yeah.
heard is because that's the punchline.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love how you were hoping for like a happy, silly joke, and I was just like channeling my inner Sasuke there for a second.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of like all depressing.
It's okay, Sasuke. I'm Sasuke too. But I don't want
You
to be
ever see that video
Sasuke.
series where they're channeling not channeling, trying to find weebs? My dog. I found my dog. She's very happy that I am up. She actually she looks like a meerkat right now. It's very cute.
She
Is
like
it
just looks
is
upon
it
you. Hello, mother.
is it Lily?
Cause yeah, she's sitting on her hind legs. She's got her paws on my arm while I'm giving her pets. I think she was concerned. Understandable.
So Trey, are you ready for you?
Okay, I have a question. With their bleed out blue, what is that then?
Obviously, it's Chill Frost Kool-Aid. No, Gatorade. My bad. Chill Frost
Okay.
Oh,
Gatorade.
Gatorade! Gatorade's the best one. Gatorade's the best one.
So
Yeah,
it's
Gatorade's
it's
the
He's like,
best.
no,
so,
my
so,
Gatorade.
so they've been drinking too much orange Gatorade.
And we're talking about the blue
Yeah.
ones.
Nope. Everyone's been drinking Gatorade over here in the Norse.
Oh well, you're just killing me. He's like, no, please, I don't want to lose my Frost Chill Gatorade.
It's my Gatorade.
Ah,
Okay, let's go with that.
I'm leaking Gatorade. That's why it's so cold. Loot.
Yes, it is loot.
Ah, lovely. You got your first room.
Yes. Obviously, the runes are going to affect my weapon and how that plays out.
I used to study like all the runes, but to me,
Hey, look, I've gone farther than what I've played before. I got a trophy. Nice moves. Show me your moves.
awesome. And I actually used to like write stuff in runes and all, but until I realized that I was doing it all wrong. Like
Oh.
writing runes is pretty much like writing kanji for Japanese.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very hard to comprehend the whole entire language.
Yeah. That was like one of the things that like made learning. Honestly, I used to be like so excited about learning Japanese, but then like I looked and saw, I was like, oh, their language is as complicated as ours is. And I was like, oh, their language is as complicated as ours is.
No, their language is way more complicated.
Yeah. When it comes to kanji, there are even some, like, I can't remember the specific names for them, but they're like kanji that have become so old that people legitimately do not know what they say. They're like, oh yeah, we have no idea what those symbols mean at all.
Like, I know that there's 3 kinds.
Not yet.
Giant snake comes up, and that's the end of our chase. That works too.
Oh,
These snakes.
You know, I wonder, can I get a game over if I just like take my time?
probably so.
Actually, interesting thing. Whenever Atreus is in peril, it is a game over. Yeah, yeah. Man, Atreus has some strong arms.
Yep.
Can we talk about that real quick?
Your haste will cost us.
Yeah, and now you're surrounded by bad things.
Oh, cool. Just my type of, I like those odds.
I swear, Atreus held on to that bridge for quite a while. It's like, Father, help! And it's just like, do 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 do. I'm the god of war. Do 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 do. I got a little boy. Oh no, he's falling through the bridge. Oh. Well, I guess I have to get another son.
I guess I'll have to
Get another son. Yeah, we just.
Son.
Hey, look, I'm taking out their orange Gatorade.
No.
I have a nice
pumpkin spice Gatorade.
Pumpkin spice.
I wonder, wait, I wonder, is that actual thing?
No, no, no. Please don't let it ever be a thing.
It's too late.
It's too late.
Coca-Cola Company, if you're hearing
Hey,
this right now, please don't.
Hey, y'all think, can you please Google pumpkin spice Gatorade? See if it's actually a thing.
Quick, please
No,
let
wait,
us know in the
no.
comments. I mean, don't
Butter,
forget.
this quick.
I
I don't know what to do. You gotta help me, Butter. Don't let him create pumpkin spice Gatorade.
Let them make it butter. Pumpkin spice.
No.
Why is this an actual result that exists? Oh no.
Are you giving them the Spartan Rage Kool-Aid?
I have seen something very cursed.
What?
Okay, Yellow. If you let these two talk you into trauma,
Take even more time. Does not matter if you find
Well, yes, exists. It very much looks like the cover of a pumpkin spice Gatorade.
Oh.
Oh, no.
It gets worse, mate. It gets worse. If you Google it, there's also, and I'm pretty sure these are just Photoshop, but man, that's
beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Pumpkin spice toothpaste.
I got myself pumpkin spice toothpaste running through my veins along with my Gatorade.
Butter Biscuit,
Pumpkin
quickly
spice
save yourself.
burrito from Chipotle.
Save yourself, Butter Biscuit. It's too late for me.
Pumpkin spice top ramen, mate.
Well, actually, that doesn't sound so bad. Wait.
What the?
You said ramen. My bad.
Yeah,
I thought you
ramen,
said
mate.
something else. I don't know why. I thought you said rum. I
Oh,
was
it
like,
gets
ah,
it gets
yeah.
worse. This is gonna be the last one because it's just terrible. Pumpkin spice bologna.
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna go back to bed. You know, it's been a long day.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Blame Blue.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
You're the
You're the one
one.
who told me to Google it.
yeah, Blue,
you
you
what?
ruined it. You
Hey,
ruined
you know what?
everything.
Hey, you know what? I take full responsibility, and I do not regret it.
Hello, I am a Draugr. I like murder.
I love how Hero's just vibing, killing all these dudes. Meanwhile, we're talking about pumpkin spice products that shouldn't exist.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been thinking about watermelon Mountain Dew.
You know,
That
I bought a
that
bottle.
actually sounds alright. That
Yeah.
actually sounds alright. I've had the
Pretty okay.
blueberry tasting one.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of, Taco Bell has this blue raspberry. Kind of like frosty right now.
Wait, no, that actually exists. Buttered, please tell me that doesn't actually exist.
Oh no!
No,
No!
Oh no!
Did I just shed a tear? I think I just shed a tear.
Oh my
I
god.
think I'm emotionally distraught.
Oh my gosh.
Is this sympathy pain? Butter, are you crying?
Oh my gosh, Hero, did you die because of that revelation?
Yes.
The God of War was at full health, and then he just died because he heard of the pumpkin spice bologna.
He didn't
This
believe it was a
Sympathy
thing.
pain is strong. Butter, do you have some sympathy pain power or something?
Oh
We're
my
dying
gosh.
here.
I am actually sorry for that.
Careful what
Somebody
you
get
ask
this
for.
man some milk. Oh, poor Butter. Wonder if there's a Destiny cookbook.
You know how water comes in a bucket like you can put it in a bucket in Minecraft and it like spills everywhere and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Why
called a
doesn't it
cauldron.
do that? Why doesn't it? No, they do that with water buckets. It's how you clutch and not die.
Mm-hmm.
But why can't you do that with milk?
Because it's Minecraft a video game? Wait, are we talking about Minecraft or are we talking about someone else?
I'm talking about
Yeah,
Minecraft.
you know.
I just thought about this because well, you said you need some milk, and I was like, wait a second, milk. Milk
Oh,
gets rid of
Yeah.
debuff effects.
yeah.
Yeah. It's so
Oh,
weird
yeah.
that like
Why
you
doesn't
can't
it do the
bottle
same
milk.
thing that water does?
Exactly.
Why can't you pour
Place
like
it
the
down.
milk into a cauldron and then bottle up the milk?
You know what?
There's that.
You know what? That's one update we need to have. We need to have a cheese update.
Yes, we need a cheese update. Let's go.
Butter Biscuit. My quirk is called Share Pain. I am able to put my emotions into text and people share it. Oh my god, that actually sounds like a very powerful quirk, honestly.
Dang, dude.
You might be the greatest villain to ever live, Butter Biscuit. All you have to do is watch Bohine Kohoyo and then just put out a mass text about it. And we'll all recall in pain.
Oh boy. I'm coming.
I'm sorry, did you just yeet that man off into the oblivion?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
This fool empty. Yeet.
Cheat.
This Draugr look empty. Yeet! Hey son, you wanna know why they call me the God of War? Why is that, father? Yeet!
Instead, he's referred to as the god of yeet.
You know, I didn't think about it until now. But you know, Atreus and Kratos' relationship reminds me so much of Bruce and Damian Wayne.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I just thought about it because it's like Kratos, this very like calculating, cool father. Atreus, this very hot-headed, ready to battle child, trying to learn restraint.
Pretty much, yeah.
Bam! Atreus equals Damian Wayne. This means, yep, can confirm. Batman and God of War 2. Ragnarok. I rest my case.
Why was that so much easier when I decided just to stand here and just throw the axe at them as they were coming up?
Because the Leviathan axe is busted, homie.
Throwing
be
it,
honest.
throwing it is what makes it busted.
You're like, go now, my axe. Go now, my axe. Go. Atreus is like, Father, do you need me to shoot? No, no, I've got it, boy. I'm a better archer than you. So Gilgamesh.
Well, I'm hearing some witch.
Oh my god, the Draugr witches, or the Dryads, I think they're called. Oh, they're the worst. We have 6 people watching the stream. Oh, yeah, there she is.
Yeah, the
Which-
streamer is like just chugging.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was just me, so I closed his chat.
Uh-oh. We got a case of the drop frames.
Yeah, it's okay. It happens from time to time. Oh, cool, I'm poisoned. Or, no, that's the poison bar building up. Awesome, cool.
Yeah, she's the worst. Well, actually, they're all just the worst. They're different versions of them,
Alright, time to
but
just
each one doing their
punch.
own little style of magic. Just beat her into oblivion, please.
Nothing will beat the fact that I yeeted the Draugr into oblivion.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, punch her, punch her. Send her into old woman jail.
You've been a very bad girl. You need to go and be
You've
punished.
been a bad babushka.
It's time for you to go and sit.
I told you, boy.
God.
Sit in the corner. You've been bad girl. I don't like bad girl. Bad girls are not cool.
In Russia, bad girl get bad.
Let's see, in the Natpod, when he goes to the north, he has almost everyone sound like they're from Russia. Like this. It's quite
Yeah,
entertaining.
the Russian dwarves are great.
He's like, I love you.
I love screw you. Go eat a rat.
Blue,
Oh, Trey.
Blue, did you see what, I'm not even gonna bother pronouncing, but did you see what, you were tagged in the Discord?
No, I did not.
What was he tagged in? I want to.
Long story short, it's a picture of, I think it's Superboy trying to keep Damian Wayne and Atreus from stabbing each other. One is calling the other a puny god, the other is calling the other a puny human. Meanwhile, Superboy's just like, chill out. It's literally the perfect anime trio. We need an anime adaptation of this.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Angry Boys
okay, I'll probably
and a
get
reformed
work
Angry
on that.
We're gonna have to
Perfect DC
contact
crossover.
DC and Sony. We need all hands on deck for this.
We need a crossover.
We need a crossover now.
Boy, we need a crossover.
Just give me a year.
And then we'll need a sequel comic with Superman, Kratos, and Batman crossing over.
Trying to find their disaster children.
Yes. Where's my boy? Where's Dave?
Where is Damien? Where's Boy at?
Where's Super?
Superboy? No, my boy. No, we're looking for Superboy. My boy.
We can find your boy. He's probably with Superboy.
Says his name is Mourning. Mother told me about him. A giant warrior made of stone. Looks like he was in a pretty big battle. Odin's there. Thor.
Atreus, read this. Father, it says someone's gonna lose their head. Ah, cool.
Oh yeah, Atreus is the only one of the two that can read canon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Dad, guy totally lost his head.
But it's okay.
So this is
That's
this
cool.
is
Cool.
basically the experience of second generation immigrants. The kids have to translate the local language to their language to help their parents read through things. That
Boy,
it's a legitimate experience. It's kind of hilarious.
Oh, I did
it's
not know
wild.
Yeah.
that's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's because younger kids are actually more susceptible to learning like languages around them. So like
Well,
it honestly puts them in an advantage
the other
because if you grow up in oh go-
I was just saying the other thing that ends up happening, and this is really true for any person that migrates from Mexico on south. The, the grandchildren will be able to understand spoken Spanish, and the grandparents will understand the spoken English, but neither one of them can read the language that they can understand that's being spoken to.
yep.
Yeah. Language loss. It's not very fun for the family over time because then they kind of lose that. So you really have to balance between your native language and the language of the place that you move to. It's very
Hmm.
important. And never lose practice of your native language so that way you can continue to speak.
Hmm.
Yep.
A lot of my friends with Spanish speaking family or families that speak like a different language, they'll practice their native tongue around each other or while in like close proximity with one another, so they don't like get
They don't
rusty.
lose it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Like one of my college friends talked about how most of her family like is capable of speaking English, but whenever they do like family like gatherings or whatever, everyone will speak like only in their like native language.
Speak no more of this.
Yep.
Just so like they can have like this kind of like familiar bond through the fact that they all speak this language. And I was like, that's
Missing
kind of cool.
the other rune. Where's the other rune at?
Yeah, it's all fun and games until you're missing the K. Where are you, K? I know you're out here. It's the one word, like it's the one letter text you don't want to receive, unless it's to open a chest.
May need to progress somewhere else before I can find it.
I think you're gonna be able to find it in this area somewhere, like on this side of the bridge.
No, I found it. It's on the other side.
Hmm.
Kind of figured.
Oh, oh, and there's the other bridge thing.
Uh huh.
All
Oh,
worked
you
out.
said bridge. I thought you said fridge.
Boy,
Uh,
check the
I,
fridge.
I'm pretty sure that has not been invented yet in this time and era.
Well,
Do we still have any
considering
of
all
that elk
this.
left?
Well,
The fridge bag was punctured by the elk horn. No.
that's what the salt's for.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, salt is used to preserve stuff.
It was wild. Wild back in the day. They used to have like salt slabs basically to put meat on. I'm like, Jesus. You guys knew how to live. High cholesterol and all. Like, can you imagine like salting everything to make it last? Imagine all high cholesterol out there.
Mm.
Yes, I have high cholesterol. I also have high cholesterol. Probably because we salt everything. Most definitely. Will we stop? No. Like punch.
I'm doing
You
a dog check in my home.
White Walker, I
we
must
go.
punch you to death.
You will never be able to claim my frozen frost Gatorade, Kratos.
I just did. Tell me, how does that make you
No.
feel?
Impossible.
Technically, what they're bringing out is Glacier Freeze.
No, my
Gatorade.
Glacier Freeze is
Glacier
all on the
Freeze,
floor.
Chill Frost. It's the same thing.
It's funny because
One
no
is
one
light
says
blue
like,
and one is dark blue.
yes.
Yeah, there's two different types of Glacier Freezes.
It's funny because like this is like a joke that's been going around for a long time, and it's like no one says the actual name of Gatorade unless they're a cop.
That's true, that's true.
So I would be like, hey, what's up, Kratos? Mind if I hit you with my axe?
Mind if we, have a cool party real quick?
Mind if I show
Can I
you?
ask you a question?
You can ask me a question.
Ba-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I said axe.
Yeah, as in, literally an axe.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right, Quick. It is a diet.
This is
Throw back to Crime and Punishment, where everybody was making axe jokes in class. I'm not joking. Everybody was making axe jokes.
I love it.
What?
Oh my
Wait,
god.
What? Huh? Huh? What?
So, but
What?
Yes, I
Why
got.
is the knife block full?
I don't know.
The
Yeah,
knife
I was
block's
questioning.
full.
Yeah, I questioned that as well.
But there was another. What? What? I'm okay. I'm just processing that those knife spots actually do get filled.
There we go. Alright, come here.
So, Butter Bizquick made an amazing joke about the whole fault on everything. And he says, and I quote, damn, it was the diet.
Oh dear. I love how we just started riffing on the fact that they explode with orange and blue and stuff.
Yes.
Hey, you know, that pumpkin spice Gatorade and bologna will do that.
Cursed.
It is forever cursed. It was so cursed that Kratos died because of astonishment.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, I
You
do not
think
know
these
that was a
guys
thing.
were, like, you thought these guys were all like tree people all along, but actually they just had too much Gatorade.
It was the Gatorade.
I
It was-
genuinely thought that it was just Photoshop, but the fact that it actually exists.
I know, right? Scaring me, Small.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the wrong.
And these Revenant ladies have had too much yellow mellow Gatorade. You gotta stop them. Had too much mellow
What
yellow.
jar does this belong to? Oh, found it.
Are you okay, Yellow?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to match lids. It was a very difficult endeavor for a second.
You've done it. Boy.
Because one of the jars happens to also have like a lid that has a straw through it.
Mhm.
And I was very confused as to why it wasn't behaving itself. Because I couldn't find which jar it was.
Okay, I just
And
got
then
a.
I remembered that one of the jars has a handle.
Okay, I got a quick question. I keep picking up these hack silvers. What are they used for?
Ah, well, later on, you will, when you finally do find, hear me out here, a blacksmith. They'll use the hack silver.
Okay. So it's crafting upgrade type material.
Yes, that blacksmith is so good to you because basically he'll
Yes.
be able to like craft you equipment from like the items you pick up. Like you're gonna pick up some metals and stuff as you like travel, and then eventually certain bosses and enemies drop like certain like little materials, and you'll be able to take it to him, and he'll be like, well, okay then. Let me just ting ting ting. There you go. New axe.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let me whisper in the microphone. Now, Yellow is going to get you some nice water pouring ASMR.
Oh, sorry. I was like, oh no, this is definitely picking up. It's a very important thing. Kids, do your dishes. Always do your dishes.
Yeah.
I got leftover popcorn bowl from last night. Because I made popcorn for
Oh.
dinner.
Ooh, moo.
That doesn't surprise me with you.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday wasn't exactly the most healthy of meal days. Popcorn chicken and popcorn. Which popcorn chicken is not necessarily made with popcorn at all.
I could eat popcorn chicken for years.
That's
It's the
wild.
good stuff.
Popcorn
Mhm.
chicken is pretty good. Wow. It's your first human enemies.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow!
Well, the
Kill
first
them
humans
like the rest.
I haven't seen until that one guy I just beat up my bare fist.
Oh my gosh.
You're right.
Hero, look. They're dropping Crimson Splash Gatorade.
Yes, yes they are. They're dropping the fruit punch ones.
Oh my god, you're right. Fruit.
Wait,
punch
hold on.
Gatorade.
Fruit punch was red.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yes. Indeed.
Wait a minute. Wait, are you seeing that as orange?
And
Maybe.
just like that, my son is dead. I need to adopt another one.
Son, no.
Oh, you're alive.
Oh, well.
I thought you were dead. It must be my lucky day.
Son, father, son, father, son. I'm scared. Boy, sometimes we have to throw hands. It's what we do.
Wait, was
Yes,
this the first
let's
time
face
taking
it,
a
they're
human
not gonna give
life?
us a choice.
Close your heart to it. Come then. We have
Yeah,
Boy, no.
it was the first time that he has killed a person, and so because if you gotta think about Artreus has grown up with none of this around, and like it was all about preserve life, respect life, and all that, from what I can tell. And now he's thrown into this world where he has to fight, and it's a kill or be kill situation. It's going to be very tough and taxing on him.
Oh yeah.
And last time I checked, I didn't see any yellow flowers along the way.
There were flowers?
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
you gotta hit him with the lick the flower.
I'm gonna mute myself so then you guys don't get another episode of washing dishes ASMR.
All right. Just remember to come back to us and unmute when you do.
Plot
They're
twist.
filled with Kool-Aid, boy.
She'll
We
go
gotta
into-
kill him, boy.
I'm going to kick you into the wall so I can punch you.
I may look like a Spartan, but actually I'm a Titan.
Titan.
Thunder punch. Thunder block. Thunder.
I'm pretty sure in one of the very old games that he was a giant titan.
That's it.
Oh, well, I mean, he did. Did he fight a Titan? No, yeah, he replaced the Titan. That's what it was. In one of the PSP games. I'm trying to think. I think it's like Shadow. No, it's not Shadow War. It's like God, I can't remember the name of it. But basically,
This-
Kratos ended up replacing Atlas, holding up the world on his shoulder.
For a brief moment, I believe. No,
Yeah,
sorry.
I do not remember how he got out of that.
Well, also for a brief moment in the Percy Jackson's, the main characters briefly held the world themselves.
What's up with the world always trying to be held, you know? Where it's like, hey, I don't want to be the big spoon. I want to be the little spoon.
Well, it's not to upset the balance.
Atreus, it's okay.
You're in your head, boy.
It's okay.
He would have killed you.
No, I had to do it. I do know it.
This is such a touching moment.
Go home, boy. To give up this easily. So close to the start.
Father, son.
I'm not giving up. I can do this. I just have to,
Boy.
take my come on up. I'm ready.
I just love the idea that Atreus just like looks at him and is like, I love you, father. Yeah, you're alright, boy.
Well, what I liked about in that moment was where Kratos is like, if you're gonna give up, let's go back home. We're only at the start. You're gonna
We
have.
are 5% into the quest, boy.
Are we even 5% of the quest? I think we're more like 2% into the quest.
Don't tell
Right.
the boy that.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought for a sec that sounded like a Wookiee. I'm like, what the crap? Since when did God of War put Star Wars in here?
Well, we did make a lot of Star Wars references.
Chewbacca just comes out of nowhere and takes the boy.
Great. Now I have to fight Chewie.
No, not Chewie.
Kratos is just like, you are not ready.
It's just
Oh
like,
man, you're really enjoying the Leviathan axe now? You're gonna love it when you get the next weapon. The Leviathan's hammer.
okay, I have a feeling that I want to go down before I continue up. So down it is.
That was just a joke. There's not like a hammer
Hammer.
or anything like
Oh
that.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
no,
Oh.
he's totally gonna get the hammer. I mean, come on, he's like, we're gonna have to fight Thor eventually.
You're clearly gonna be like a Sunbreaker Titan once you get a hammer.
Totally. Don't forget, Captain America was basically almost all three classes at the Titan classes at the same time.
Oh my god, you're right. All you needed
True.
was a bubble.
No, he wielded the shield, so he was the Shield Titan.
Titan.
He then had the hammer to represent the Sunbreaker, and then he had the arc. Then he had the Striker Titan because of the arc energy.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's illegal.
That is illegal.
The solution. The solution is to punch everything.
Exactly.
Wait. Oh my god, I didn't think about it.
Captain
Does that mean
America
Scarlet Witch?
is a warlock, yes, and Captain America is the legit embodiment of the Titans.
Oh my gosh, that means Clint is a hunter.
Yes.
Or one at that, because he can only do shadow shot, but a
He's still a hunter. We never said how good of a hunter.
he's clearly not replacing Cade anytime soon.
No.
But a hunter indeed.
A hunter is a hunter, regardless.
Now climb that chain. Trace, get the Glock.
I love
He was
I
over
love
here
how
trying to punch
the
Graves.
memes where it's like the storyline normally where it's like super huge, and then storyline if such and such a character had a Glock.
Got a duck with a Glock. That was like the huge thing for Kingdom Hearts memes for the longest time.
Like imagine if Donald Duck just had a Glock.
Father, throw your axe at those trees. I have a Glock.
But then again, knowing him, he'd shoot Sora and the game would be over.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I have to send y'all the war videos with Mickey Mouse and Goofy.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, yeah. There's this great video where someone takes a scene from like a war movie and replaces the two characters with Goofy and Mickey Mouse. Oh my gosh. Oh hey! I know this guy. He's a blue guy.
Is that you, Yondo? Okay, I know I need to throw my... Oh, there's the trees.
I love how he has like a fire pit on the back of his donkey.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Portable fire pit. Gotta take the business wherever you need to go. This isn't washing dishes ASMR, this is cooking ASMR now.
Hooray.
Mostly because I need breakfast and I need to get rid of the hot dogs in my fridge.
Joke's on you. I'm a huge ASMR fan. Cook loudly.
It's a beautiful
Hey, look, I believe I just unlocked my blacksmith.
Huzzah! I love how ridiculously tall Kratos is compared to this dude.
I can't remember what he is.
Although
he's
it could
like-
be that he's just short.
He's like some type of dwarf.
Is he a Smurf?
No.
Papa Smurf got really jacked after the war.
Papa Smurf's like, I ain't dealing with this anymore.
When all the
He's
Smurfs
out.
moved out, Papa Smurf hit the gym. Yes, without the kids, I had nothing else to do, so I went to the gym. I got swole. Became a blacksmith.
He
Popped a Pantheon.
he made sure he did those squats, you know. He really wants us to admire his quads.
I realized that people like the bald look over the red hat. So here I am.
They're a halfling.
Oh.
Norse halflings. But yeah, that guy.
Wow. Yeah, so, you can upgrade.
Woo.
Indeed.
Yep.
Pretty telling of Kratos that like he's so untrustworthy. Like yeah, he's so distrusting of people that he's like, I almost don't even trust you to upgrade my weapon.
Honestly, I don't blame him. Everything
I don't
pretty
blame
much
you.
attacks him.
I swear, yeah, I'd be like, no, do not touch. No touch it to touch. No touchy the child. So this is where the RPG-esque-ness of the game really comes into play.
Mhm.
Because now you can start building your gear and equipment towards whatever kind of build you really
Oh,
want.
so he is a dwarf. Okay. I really need to make sure I also upgrade a trace.
He looks like the dude at the bar that gets the really strong drinks and tells you stories about literally everything.
Yes. I'm assuming I'll eventually be able to fast travel. Or no.
I'm trying to think. So what it is, how fast travel works, is basically later on you unlock this like kind of like hub area that allows you to go between different parts of the game. But you still for the most part have to like walk and travel to like different segments of the game. Kind of think of it like similar to how Fallen Order is, where like you have like the ship to return to.
Mhm.
Well, you're gonna have this one area that you'll always be able to return to that'll take you to different areas. But the game is like somewhat open world. So like as you go and as you unlock stuff, you will be able to like travel back and forth.
Nice dodge.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love launching people into the air.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the fist fighting.
In this episode, Hero discovers the joys of being a Titan.
Does it mean that he's gonna be a Titan class in Destiny?
I've played
No.
I mean,
all
he
three
has a
classes.
character, but I think you favor a warlock, right?
Warlock
Or is it
is.
hunter?
I
Yeah.
favor Warlock the most. Alright,
Warlock best
guys.
class.
I believe this is actually a good place to stop the stream. It's been great. A lot of. I feel like solid progress.
Woo!
Yeah, I feel like you've made pretty great progress. You know, we discovered that some enemies are made out of
Gatorade.
yeah,
Pumpkin
chill
spice.
frost Gatorade, pumpkin spice Gatorade, and then we've discovered enemies with fruit punch Gatorade. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I never thought that out in Norse mythology. So anytime now, guys, when you're gaming and like someone's bleeding, it's just Gatorade.
Just
Yeah.
Gatorade. Yeah.
If someone's like, look at all that
And
blood, it's like, no, mom, that's not blood, that's Gatorade.
we've had
Yep,
some
with
good talks
extra
with
iron.
Atreus.
With a lot of
Extra
iron.
iron.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Had some
right.
good talks with Atreus. And we
The
met
extra
roided
thick
out Papa
iron.
Smurf.
Yep, we met Papa Smurf as a dwarf. He decided to, change classes. He took a potion of Final Fantasy XIV that allowed him to change race and everything else, and so that's what Papa Smurf did. And
It's
so,
like I didn't want to raise kids my entire life, and here we are.
exactly. And then apparently Papa Smurf has a brother, and so, yeah. Great times. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been great, and we will catch you guys on our next stream, whether it be next Saturday or sometime sooner. And be on the lookout for our new project that I'm hoping to get out this week for you. And we're hoping to have stuff
And
out
remember,
weekly with that.
wear your socks. If not, we're knocking your feet off.
Remember, if you're not hyped or if it doesn't live to expectations, just at Lone Penguin in the comments, okay? Especially when that video drops. All right,
You
guys.
can at me all day long.
Remember, and always, be salty.